Hello my Overwatch people, welcome one and all to a bit of exciting news and theory crafting in relation to the newest Overwatch hero that's going to be added thanks to a little hinty tweet by Blizzard today. The rumors surrounding a support that wields a sniper rifle are, well, let's be honest, confirmed, and it is quite an ingenious way to encourage more support players. Finally, the Hanzo and Widowmaker pickers that always pick them and never stand on point might actually play as support so they can continue to prove how well they can't aim. Either way, I am loving the idea of shooting your allies quite literally in the face to make them feel better. So, the likely identity of the new hero goes by the name of Sombra, who appears in little Easter eggs around many of the Overwatch maps. You have a newspaper on Dorado asking, "¿Quién es Sombra?" And Sombra does mean shadow in Spanish. It's not an actual name, it's a code name, much like Reaper is, or Widowmaker, you know. It's not the person beneath the mask and suit's real name. We also find a picture of the supposed Sombra next to the world's worst Hearthstone game on the Temple of Anubis in like a document file, and it kind of goes on like this. There's various little Easter eggs and mentions of this person throughout the Overwatch maps. So going further than this then, we have a Overwatch behind the scenes video showing a support selected character that quite clearly has a hood up and is wielding a sniper rifle. We can't really get close enough to see exactly what it is, but it does fit the theme of the support sniper. And we also have this image of a scoped in sniper rifle with a yellow triangle scope. Yellow obviously is the color of support in Overwatch game, and that symbol does match the symbol on the mask on the face of the figure in the document in game. So it all ties together. This person is a Sombra and is therefore going to be a support sniper. So why now? Well, it all comes together in a big way with the tweet that Blizzard teased us with today, and that is of a prototype weapon developed by Torbjorn that basically requires you to shoot your allies in the face in order to heal them. It uses technology from Mercy's staff and Soldier's little ground field of healing goodness. Torbjorn's pretty proud of it, but Mercy's like, oh, this is a little bit dangerous. What if you reverse the healing field and make it a draining, damaging field? Which does open up a lot of cool options for abilities if they do take that kind of dark route, which I would be excited to see. But the point of this video then is to go a little bit further than this, you know. I didn't want to just make a video reading the tweet and just making a few assumptions, so let's do what I like to do and let's theory this and see what's going on. And to theory this, well, we need to work out the identity of Shadow, aka Sombra. So first of all, we go to Dorado because it is a Spanish name and it would imply that the hero has a connection to it. We saw a screenshot of the power plant in Dorado with a mysterious figure on the roof who does tend to match the profile of the support sniper. Now, the thing is, these power plants are kind of a big deal because they help identify one of two possible candidates for the identity of Sombra, at least the two that I think are most likely. The first one then we are going to go with is the little girl from the Soldier animated video. So, the reason for this is, firstly, in the panning shot in there, you don't see any power plants being built in the background. There's just nothing there. So the time frame wise, the Soldier's animation happened quite a few years in the past, long enough for her to grow up and maybe been inspired by Soldier 76 and taken on this role of the Shadow Sombra of Dorado in a kind of vigilante role, and is now finally stepping in and fighting with the reactivated Overwatch agents. After all, Soldier got his gear by stealing weaponry, so How about the fact that Alejandra could have stolen the experimental Torbjorn gun and used that to do her hero work, following in, well, her hero's footsteps? It's kind of sweet, you know, in a criminal theft kind of way. And the thing is, none of the original or early days Overwatch members have been confirmed to use this type of experimental sniper rifle. And while this email was sent during its heyday due to its recipients, the thing is, it probably got denied by Mercy because she is so worried about it, and she's like, oh, you silly Torbjorn, let's not do that. But I imagine, knowing him, he went and did it anyway, but it was never actually used by anyone before the dissolving of the Overwatch. So it probably went to, let's say, a museum, like the one in the very first trailer, where we do see a similar kind of sniper-based weapon. So it's not too much of a stretch for Alejandra to know about that, as they are pretty famous. Maybe take it herself, and there you go. So maybe the hero animation isn't necessarily saying that Soldier is the hero, although of course he is, but maybe it's the inspiration and creation of a new hero in the form of that little girl known as Alejandra, which incidentally is a Spanish name meaning the defender of mankind. So, you know, a kind of vigilante support. That's pretty one and done, right? But there are other things that we do need to consider. For example, there is a Reaper voice line that says, "Where's Sombra when you need her?" to Soldier. Now, this is a matter of interpretation. Do you take this to mean that, oh, where is she? I could use her help right now, which would imply that she's evil and a member of Talon and has worked with Reaper? Or is it a sarcastic, God, I bet you wish she was here now, in which case it implies she is on the side of good and knows Soldier in that respect, which kind of works, because obviously Soldier technically knows her because of her meeting him when she was a little girl. Maybe they've kept in communication after that, and it'll be revealed that he knew who Sombra was all along. But this line also helps imply towards the other identity, and that is Farah's mother, who is Anna Amari, and she was a founding member of Overwatch, along with both Reaper and Soldier, who are Gabriel and Jack respectively, and she went missing after the initial disbanding of Overwatch and hasn't been seen since, and she was a decorated sniper. Yeah, sniper, and obviously on the side of good, because, you know, she was part of original good Overwatch, so it could be her return from whatever happened to her, and maybe she had the kind of Reaper makeover. Maybe she has come back as sort of evil, and while she can heal with her sniper, maybe she can equally do what Mercy fears and reverse the polarity, as it were, and drain a life away with it. And that would be quite a brooding, menacing return, and it would give Farah, who always idealized Overwatch and wanted to be a part of it, a kind of reckoning with her mother, and that would be a pretty cool little bit of story. And obviously finding info towards Sombra on the Temple of Anubis, which is Farah's home turf, is also another pointing in that direction. But to me, because it's Sombra, which is inherently a Spanish name, and because of the figure on the roof and the connection with Soldier, I do think it's probably about 60% in favor of the little girl grown up than Anna Amari, because why would Farah's mother be running vigilante work in El Dorado? So while it would also be pretty good, I don't see it being as inherently likely, but them's the facts, and that's what we know, and at the very least what I can kind of point to. But in both cases, it is very cool that we are going to have ourselves a support sniper. I am seeing some both cool and pretty dark themes with their abilities, and I think they definitely will incorporate the fear that Mercy felt and turn the healing technology, well, for, let's say, nefarious purposes. But we shall see. Who do you think it is? What do you think it is? Are you excited for this character? But for now, my name has been Rage. Like if you've enjoyed this, let others know of the identity, and subscribe for more. Goodbye.